Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to our channel, and today we're gonna know about top 10 bizarre facts about clocks that you might not know. The life of clock seems straightforward. Tick until the battery pops up, wait for it to be replaced, then ticks for some more. But just like cats, these timekeepers have a secret life. They influence each other, wrap time, and attract the unconventional fringe in art. Thanks to the latter, people can now scare their kids with the biggest cuckoo bird and a grasshopper, reminding everyone of their doom. Good times. But before we get into the video, I hope you like the video, and if you do, please make sure you like down below and subscribe to our channel. And without any further ado, let's move on to the fact number 10. The disturbing Corpus clock. The Corpus clock is a well-known sight in Cambridge. After it was donated in 2008 by designer John Taylor to Corpus Christi College, clocks fans have visited the monument. The device is plated with gold, but some visitors are creeped out. The twinkle cannot hide the monster nor its message. Things look good at first. The swelling face represents the Big Bang, said to be the birth of time. Instead of numbers and hands, rings of LED lights count the seconds, minutes, and hours. When the hour strikes, a chain rattles and a hammer hits a coffin. This reminds onlookers that they will die. Then there is a large grasshopper sitting atop the clock. This is chronophage, or a time eater. It eats every passing minute by snapping its jaws, probably as another hint not to take time for granted. Fact number 9. The largest cuckoo bird. Cuckoo clocks. You either love them or donate them to a garage sale. Their trademark is a little bird that pops out at a certain times, with emphasis on little. They are designed to be petite and weightless to make the moving parts slicker and the clock light enough to go on a wall. One clockmaker did not care about that at all. He wanted a big box and a cuckoo worthy of nesting inside. For inspiration, he chose a small, 100-year-old timepiece. Once replica was completed, it was 60 times larger than the original. The buffed-up bird that shoot from it weighed 149 kilograms or 330 pounds and measured 4 meters or 14 feet. Those who wish to scare themselves with the world's biggest cuckoo can visit the clock in Triberg in Germany. Fact number 8. A clock waking people up with a coffee. Nobody likes being woken up by an alarm clock, but there is a hope for those who love their morning coffee, breakfast, as well as a gentle start to their day. In 2016, a French student used his country's love of food to invent a clock that wakes people with delicious aromas. It is called Sensor Wake. The clock tickles the nose with the flavors like fresh croissants, roasted coffee, chocolate, and peppermint. Sleepyheads who love nature can also enjoy the smell of freshly cut grass, leaves, and flowers. For instance, if mowed lawn makes somebody perky in the morning for some bizarre reason, they can insert a grass-scented capsule inside the clock. Each capsule lasts for about a month. The Frenchman included a regular alarm that goes off 3 minutes after the aroma is released. If the hay fever does not wake you up, the usual screeching will. Fact number 7. Europe's missing 6 minutes. In 2018, the clocks in several European countries lost their unity. At first, nobody noticed. A few months later, the time difference became too obvious to miss. Some clocks ran 6 minutes late. There was nothing paranormal going on. The wrinkle in time was caused by politics. The clocks that use the grid need certain amount of electricity to count the hours. In Europe, 50 Hz keep a timepiece regular, but for months the grid ran on 49.99 Hz. The deep was eventually tracked to a power plant in Kosovo, which was lagging due to maintenance issues. Kosovo said Serbia was responsible for the upkeep. Serbia said same about the Kosovo. On paper, Serbia was left holding the baby, but apparently situation was politically more sensitive than that. At the end of the day, the plant was restored and 25 countries returned to their right time. Fact number 6. A clock moving with history. Entertainment was different during 19th century. Without radios and the internet, the public had to settle for novelties. A favorite was the great historical clock. Crowds gathered to gaga over its moving, theater-like carving that played out American history. They included a tiny painting that turned as the falling water of Niagara Falls. George Washington popped out as a cuckoo. But nothing stays popular forever. After traveling between several centuries, people forgot about it and the GHC disappeared. Fact number 5. The oldest working clock. Around 1386, the bishops of Salisbury Cathedral bought a clock. Back then, it was a pride of the community, but today, it looks more like an industrial machine. The cogs are massive iron wheels. This device also works with a weight and a pulley system that runs halfway up the cathedral's walls. Incredibly, the Salisbury clock is 600 years old and continues to tell the time. Indeed, this is the oldest mechanical clock that still works. Each morning, the ropes of the pulley system are wound around the barrels. This pulls several weights towards the ceiling. As the day goes by, they lower back to the floor. The lowering is controlled by a mechanism inside the clock. For modern times, this is a simple design, but during medieval times, the clock technology was so cutting edge that the designers probably calibrated it with a sundial or a water clock. Fact number 4. The pendulum mystery. In 1665, the inventor of pendulum clock was sick in bed. During this time, Christian Huygens stared at his clock and noticed something odd. No matter how they started, within a half hour, their pendulum started to swing in the opposite direction. Huygens was also a renowned Dutch physicist, but despite his training, he could not solve the mystery. He did notice that the two clocks were mounted on the same beam. This detail led scientists astray for centuries. They agreed that the mysterious force ran along the beam, but nobody knew how it worked. In 2015, a team from Portugal hung two pendulum clocks on a wall and removed the support beam. The devices still sync. As it turns out, there is the force. The pendulum creates sound pulses that travels through the wall and not the beam. Each clock sends out a wave and resists the weight that comes from the other clock. This creates mutual friction, but it doesn't last. Everything in nature follows the path of least resistance, and for pendulum clocks, this means swinging in opposite direction. Moving on to the fact number 3, the last lunar clock. Twice a week for past 50 years, Mansur Zlatar climbs a tower called Sahat Kula using an ancient treasure, the last public lunar clock. The tower is called Sarajevo's Muslim prayer time. Zlatar's job is to manually reset the device. Should he forget, the tower will fall silent within a few days. But Zlatar never forgets. To say the least, he is dedicated is an understatement. During 1990s, Sarajevo suffered a siege that lasted for 1,425 days, the worst and the longest siege in the modern warfare. Countless civilians were picked off by snipers, but Zlatar kept visiting the tower and somehow avoided getting shot. The clock tower was raised during 16th century when people relied on the public clocks and timekeepers were honored. But these days, the position is more like a caretaker's. Pushing it further into obscurity is the fact that the public has lost the ability to read lunar time, and they prefer their own digital watches. Even so, the clock and its keepers continue to serve the community. Fact number 2. Clocks that are accurate for billions of years. Most times, losing time tickers revive with a battery swap. But some devices lose minutes no matter what you do. Somebody who hates this is National Institute of Standard and Technology. Or maybe they were just bored and wanted some fun project. Either way, in 2015, a NIST team decided to use strontium atomic clocks to create timepieces that will never lose its time. These clocks did not run on mechanical means. They are powered by lasers that tracks the vibration of strontium atoms. The atomic piece is more accurate than the most, but it was far from the perfect. Once NIST team tweaked the errors from the strontium clocks. It becomes so precise that 15 billion years must pass before 1 second is lost. And now, last but not the least, fact number 1. The best clocks wrap time. According to the physicist, time is not consistent. In other words, it behaves differently in different places at the same time. This theory also claims that the clocks add to the inconsistency because they blur the flow of time. However, only exceptional devices like atomic clocks are capable of this. Sorry, egg timer. The idea that the clock can wrap time is based on two cornerstones of physics: Heisenberg's uncertainty principle and general relativity. Both suggest that the more precise we view something, the less we can measure its momentum. This includes time. To understand the momentum of time, scientists must measure clocks' energy. But atomic clocks, which split fraction of a second, are so precise that scientists struggle to calculate their energy. Ironically, that lowers the precision with which time near the device can be measured. As simple as it sounds, this is time wrapping action. And that's all for the today's video, guys. I hope you like it, and if you did, please make sure you like it down below and subscribe to our channel. I hope to see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe and take care, and I'm out. Peace.